What's going on, guys? This is Rumblestiltzkin, and today I've got another unboxing video, this time of the Dualshock 4. This is the controller that's going to be coming out for the new PS4 in a couple weeks. The controllers are on sale now, and apparently you can just go in and buy them at GameStop is where I got mine. So, you know, if you're like me, you're kind of excited about this, and I couldn't resist. I had to buy this thing and get a hands-on kind of feel for it just before the console even releases. Getting pretty excited for the new consoles, so let's go ahead and open this up. Now, there was some tape. I've already cut the tape just to speed this up a little bit. Open the top. Looks like pretty easy packaging. Just slides out there. Take this off. And there it is. So, let's see what this thing feels like. Ooh. That's pretty nice. This is my first time, you know, kind of holding it, looking at it. We'll talk about some of the features here, some of the changes. I have a Dualshock 3 here for some comparison. Sorry about the lighting. I'm doing my best here with what I got, but you know, sometimes it's not quite good enough. But yeah, that feels really nice for a controller. It doesn't feel too much heavier than the Dualshock 3. Maybe just a little bit heavier, but not too heavy. Feels good. One of the first things you'll notice is the touchpad on the top. It is a clickable button as well. Feels pretty good. I wonder how well. I think you can pinch and zoom in games, but it is kind of one large clickable button, but the game will know where you're pushing on the touchpad, so they could have several buttons actually mapped to that button. So that's pretty cool. Let's talk about the analog sticks. There's been some changes there. Trying to figure out the best way to show you. The analog sticks are just a little bit shorter. I don't know how to do this, and they're a little bit farther apart. So you can see how they're a little bit farther apart there. You know, I guess that's kind of so your thumbs don't hit each other as much. Sometimes if you have bigger hands, your thumbs are kind of bumping into each other right there. That's kind of annoying. So these seem pretty good. They're a little bit shorter. Just take my word on this. You know, they're a little bit shorter. They have this kind of beveled edge around out here so that you don't get any rubbing right there. A little bit tighter range of motion from what I've read. I've read some articles kind of summing up some of those points. There's a smaller dead zone. I guess they were kind of, back when they were doing the PS3, racing games were pretty big, and now shooters are kind of the bigger ones, so they've had to make some compromises on both types of games to come up with the best balance, and you know, from what I'm feeling, this is pretty good. There is some differences in these buttons, the triangle, X, square, circle. They are digital buttons now, so that means they're only off or on. These old buttons used to be pressure sensitive, and just not a lot of games took very good use of that, so they dropped that. These are just digital buttons. That should make them feel a little bit more crisp. The D-pad has gone through some changes. If you take a look at the old D-pad versus the new D-pad, if I can get the light right. There we go, maybe that. There's a little bit of a dimple in the middle, and then it kind of flares out. That's kind of for people that use the D-pad around the edges versus the middle. They kind of wanted to create a balance there for those two types of people. Missing are the start and select buttons up here. They're now replaced with the share and options button. This is the share button. That's the options. They're kind of set in there pretty deep. Maybe that's so you don't accidentally press them, but I think they're easy enough to press. Gotta see if I'm getting this good enough in the frame here. Triggers have gone through a big improvement, and they feel pretty sweet. They're a little bit tighter than these ones. These ones feel a little bit mushy, and they're rounded off. A lot of people's fingers would slip off. So now these are curved more like a trigger. Fingers shouldn't slip off, and when you set it down, when you set these down, a lot of times they'll push the button, and they've supposedly kind of minimized that with the new design. I mean, I kind of had to push pretty far on it to make it engage the triggers, but let's see, what else am I missing? Oh, the light bar. They've incorporated the PlayStation Move capability of the LED light bar into the controller. I think that's a pretty cool move. However, I don't really use PlayStation Move, so I don't know if this is going to be any benefit to me or maybe even you. This lights up bright blue or red or green or orange or different colors, and I've read that when you're playing in a dark room, that shines off the TV screen, and it's a little bit annoying, and there's no option to turn it off right now. Maybe they'll patch it in later, but we'll find out. Probably the last thing to talk about is the texture. This is a slightly texturized grip right here. It's not rubberized, it's just plastic texture. Feels really good. The handles are a little bit, the whole controller is a little bit wider. The handles are a little bit girthier. I can't say that without laughing. But you know, it feels really good. Feels really good. I'm excited to use this come November 15th when the PlayStation comes out in the US. I think it comes out on the 29th in the UK. But you can actually play this with the PS3. Certain games are compatible if you connect it through the wire. So I'm actually going to give that a try. I might call back, or not call back, but report back to you if Call of Duty feels any different with the new triggers and new analog sticks. Sorry about the lighting again, guys, but that was a quick little review of the PS4 Dualshock controller. Thanks for watching. Love to hear what your comments are. If you have any questions that I didn't answer in the video, leave them down below. And, you know, until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Peace out.